Hi guys, how are you? Trust everything okay, guys. So this is my channel, Danny's Groovy Jam. So if you like my videos based on life instances or things I'd like to just discuss or something I sang or whatever, if you like it, please like it on the icon down there and subscribe, and also uh, press the bell icon in case there are some more videos by me. Whenever, you'll be updated automatically. So anyway, today I want to discuss one more incident in my life which is concerned with a good type of spirituality. Now in the year 96, 97, I lost my dad and then my mom successively. And in 97, being the elder son, as a Hindu, I went to do her rites, and after the puja ceremony, etc., I went to put her ashes in the Godavari river, which is at a place called Nasik, which is again a place of Hanumanji worship there. So also I want to relate to you about another saint in India which I never believed in before as a saintly person, but my dad believed, and my brother also believed before me. But I just happened to be slapped in the face for that one and made to believe by the creation, by universe. So when I went to put the ashes of my mom and did that in the Godavari river, which is a bifurcation of the Ganges, the holy river Ganga of India. Then I was coming back in a four-wheel with my mother's brother, my uncle, and my dad's eldest sister who's no more. Even the brother of my mom is no more. But with them and my brother in the four-wheel, and we were sitting in a kind of, facing each other. And me, my brother, and my aunt were facing, able to view one side of the road, and my uncle was facing the other side of the road, so he could not see what we were seeing. So there comes a place when we come back from the area Nashik, riding back towards Bombay where we stayed, is a place where there are a lot of fields, empty fields, and no one in sight, green fields. So suddenly, while traveling there, me, my brother, and my aunt noticed the saint called Shirdi Sai Baba sitting with his headgear, etc., just in the way we see him in pictures, but in a younger way. A very dark person sitting on the side of the road, looking into nothingness, and also with his head, his chin on his fist, in a cross-legged fashion, just like his pictures, which we see very often, his photos and paintings of whatever we have. Because this person was supposed to be existing about 100 some years back in the small village of Shirdi, which is supposed to be in that area where we passed. Now he's supposed to be a very pious person and neither considered a Hindu or a Muslim, but there's a lot of Hindu people going and worshipping there at his shrine, which is in Shirdi, a place close to the place where I put the ashes of my mom. So we saw him, and our four-wheel just passed by, and we were in doubt of what we saw, And actually, it's the uncle of mine who was a more staunch believer. He used to have, at least as I remember, in his house, a statue of this saint. We say Murti in a respectful way, but he did not see this, and I just asked my brother, "Did you see Shirdi Sai Baba just sitting?" My brother also dumbfounded. He said, "Yes, I saw," and my aunt also said, "Yes, I saw too." So my aunt is no more, of course, and my uncle also is no more, but my brother is still around. And we saw this, and it just passed by. But we have heard from other people also, even in our extended family, of sightings of this saint in the flesh and blood, even after his supposed to be having departed from this world. Anyway, this is one of the spirituality incidents in a good way. So after that, I believe in this saintly person who is revered all across India and worshipped. So anyway, I'm not very religious, as I told you. Neither actually I'm not religious, as I have mentioned in my previous videos. But the fact is that certain things are thrust into your life, and maybe it's brought down from your parents, or like I said, my dad was a very pious person. My mother also, but in her own way. But she was not a person who worshipped too much like him, and he used to be in a lot of prayer. But she was also fantastic in the sense that she was a very, very honest person, unlike I have ever seen. And in her previous life, she was very blatant with people, for which she was disliked by many. In her latter life, she became a little bit diplomatic, but she was a fantastic person and always been my hero. So anyway, this is regarding that. And in my previous video, I have mentioned the great Hanumanji's story also related to my son. And I would like to mention also that last time I mentioned the date 11 number in the preface of the Hanumanji book by the great Swami Vivekananda, a yogi and a great leader of India. And after my son got cured by that person who's also no more, by the way, who passed away and who blessed my son with a Hanumanji prayer, it came to my mind that Hanumanji has some kind of connection with my life. And my son was born on the 11th of Feb, and that date also rang in my head, because later on, when these things happened, because of that preface of 11 with the 11 number mentioned by Swami Vivekananda in Hanuman Chalisa. So anyway, all these are instances in life, maybe so many strange incidents happening in people's lives. But since we have this technology, and I'd like to talk about it and share it with people, this is my honest happening. Because as I said last time, anyone who mentions something about his son would not lie, And similarly about my mother's time, when I went to put her ashes in the Ganges or the Godavari river, a bifurcation, a tributary of the Ganges. So anyway, also it was brought to my knowledge by another aunt of mine who stays in Sharjah, that my son was born on the day of the festival of Lourdes in France, which is the sighting of Mother Mary as a Lady of Lourdes by the Saint Bernadette. Now, in my childhood, I also knew the story of Bernadette from my father, and I always had a love for Mother Mary, because I was brought up in a convent where there is a grotto of Mother Mary, and I used to just fold my hands in front of Mother Mary as a child. So all these strange things accumulate together, I hope these good stories and some other incidents, whatever is from my life, and any other topics I talk about in a general sense also, will interest you, and kindly subscribe to my channel, will be obliged, and keep in touch. All the best, and have a great life. Bye-bye.